Infinity Saga. Could it be the next LEGO game? Quick note before we continue, nothing's confirmed, I'm just gonna talk about it. Ever since LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was announced, I've been wondering if TT Games were gonna make the last half of the Infinity Saga. It could be the biggest LEGO game ever, since the highest selling and rated LEGO game was a Marvel game. First I want to talk about what points to it being the next LEGO game. To start off, the Skywalker Saga sold amazingly, and the only IP I can think of that is as big or bigger than Star Wars is Marvel. Another thing is that along with DC and Star Wars, LEGO Marvel is the biggest selling LEGO game ever. Then again, TT Games might decide to make DC a massive game, exploring the different Earths instead of Marvel's planets. Or they could make a smaller game for the new Indiana Jones movie. But I just want to talk about the Infinity Saga today. Okay, so here's a few things I want to talk about the subject. Firstly, there's already a game that tackles the Infinity Saga, Marvel's The Avengers. But since it came out before Doctor Strange, the last things that it covers was Civil War, which is close to the middle of the timeline. So there's still a bunch of content they didn't cover, and maybe they could recover it with new gen graphics, animations, level designs, and other new gen things. Another thing to mention is LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. There's a DLC with the MCU Thanos and his crew, but the level it comes with is not from the MCU, so it doesn't really count. Okay, so now let's look at what we could get. We could get all the movies put into one level each, or have a few levels for each movie, but only go from Civil War. And have Infinity War and Endgame have multiple levels. And maybe if we're lucky, we could get multiple levels for each movie, including the first. There could be an awesome open world like the Skywalker sagas, but with Marvel's ships like the Milano and Thanos' ship. We can also have unique characters again instead of just having 9 classes, each class just being the same character reskinned like in the Skywalker saga. They could also carry the fun sword and gun system from the Skywalker saga, making characters like Nick Fury and Hawkeye fun to play as. We can also see the return of Stan Lee, a character who is iconic for having almost all the abilities, and being one of the most overpowered LEGO character in history. They could also add a secret character like LEGO Marvel Superheroes Deadpool and LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2's Gwenpool. Now, the Infinity Saga would be a good concept, but another game concept that would be as good or even better would be a LEGO Spider-Man game. With the plethora of villains Spider-Man has, and even most of the villains already have boss fights in the LEGO game. And these boss fights would be awesome, like Venom and Carnage's boss fight in LEGO Superheroes 2. It would also have amazing swinging, since we've already seen very good swinging in other LEGO games, and this would be a full budget release, meaning it would have the money to make amazing swinging in LEGO form. They could even go the direction of making it into the Spider-Verse type game, showing all the different Spider-Man and their powers. Or it might go the route of just recreating the other Spider-Man movies just in LEGO form, like Andrew's Spider-Man, Tobey's Spider-Man and Tom's. Or maybe they could finally make that DC vs Marvel game that they've been teasing for the last 10 years. I mean, 2 of the biggest franchises in the world making a LEGO game, it would sell pretty good. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to happen, since they've already announced that they're going to make a LEGO game about an already existing game, which I'm not even sure that's going to happen in it, since it's already a game.